Good evening, my dear students.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Now, shall we start now, or any other persons are coming?
Sir, let's wait for 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, yes, yes.
Sir, you can start, sir.
Yes, yes. Good evening, my dear students. Today, what we are going to discuss about, we are going to talk about the remaining portion of the reproductions. See here. So already we discussed parthenocophy, parthenogenesis, a monocarpic plant, and apomixis. The apomix is also further divided into two types. One is called as adventative embryony and a recurrent agamospermy. These are the things. The fifth one is apogamy, and also sixth one is a polyembryony. The polyembryony is also further divided into two types: simple polyembryony and adventative polyembryony. And then seventh one is seed viability, and the last one is called as TNIIT seeds. These are the extra things we are going to discuss today. Okay. So already we discussed there. This is already, what is meant by parthenocarpic fruits. See, it is a term applied to the development of the ovary of the flower into a fruit without fertilization. What is the meaning? Here fruit formation takes place without fertilization. Such type of fruit is called as, what is that? Parthenocarpy. Otherwise called as, what is that? Seedless fruits. Already we discussed these things last class, isn't it? It may be made by two aspects, two ways. One is artificial, another one is also natural. Naturally also the parthenocarpic fruits is possible, and another one is man-made, otherwise called as artificially. How they are doing artificially? You mean the parthenocarpy can be induced by growth hormones, otherwise called as phytohormones, otherwise called as, what is that? Phytohormones, growth regulators, and so on. Okay, they are collectively called as, what is that? Phytohormone. It is essential for the growth of the plant. Not only that, growth of the plant. Okay, in our report there are so many hormones is there. One is auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, and also ethylene. Okay, and abscisic acid also. These are the 5 hormones you are going to study in the hormone regulators and so on. So okay, okay, which one is very, very essential for the parthenocarpic inducing process? One of the phytohormone is called as gibberellic acids. Yesterday I told you the gibberellic acid is also isolated, is the one of the fungi is called as, what is that? Gibberella fusicori. So you must note it down. GA3, it is named as a GA3, gibberellic acid 3. It is depends upon the structural aspect. The molecular formula will be same, but the structural formula will be different. It is called as, what is that? Isomerizations. Okay, isomers, same molecular formula but different structural formula. It is called as, what is that? Isomers. Okay, here gibberellic acid used for the, what is that? Induction of parthenocarpic fruits. So this is very, very important one, and in which the ovary mature without fertilization. When you are spraying the gibberellic acid on the where in the flowers, what happen? The flowers undergoes the maturations without fertilizations. Okay, that is the process. What are the example has given here? Example: pineapple, banana, cucumber, grape, orange, and grapefruits, and persimmon, and also breadfruits. These are the examples of the naturally occurring parthenocarpy. These are the examples of natural occurring. Normally, natural, there are so many, what is that? Fruits also parthenocarpic in nature. These are the examples of parthenocarpic fruits, because inside what happen, the seed is completely stunted. Okay, it will not grow. Okay, it is otherwise called as staminode conditions, like that it may comes. Okay, go to the next one. So this is the exactly about the how the pollen grain transfer from the anther, and also when it reaches the anther and fallopian tubes formation takes place. What are the 3 types of entering process? All those things already about. After that, what will happen? The zygote formation takes place. Syngamy. After that, zygote formation takes place. After the zygote formation, it's also undergo the divisions. Finally, it produces the embryo. After that embryo, okay, once again we placed into the favorable conditions. What happen? It will grow here into a plant. Again, the process cycle will be, what is that? Repeated again and again. So this is a cycle. Okay, see that. Next one is parthenogenesis. Already yesterday we saw these things also. Parthenogenesis. Genesis means gene, already I told you. Okay. So it's mostly found in where, in the animals. It is also development of the embryo from the unfertilized egg, or one in which the male and female nuclei fail to unite following fertilizations. There are many patterns of parthenogenesis. There are two types, is called as Meiotic Parthenogenesis and Meiotic Parthenogenesis. Meiotic Parthenogenesis, example, flatworm and rotifers. Okay. And Meiotic Parthenogenesis is example, queen bees and worker bees. These are the two examples has given for the Meiotic Parthenogenesis. Okay. Go to the next one is, see here, this is the structure of flatworm. Okay. This is an examples of Meiotic Parthenogenesis. Okay. And then second one is, this is called as, what is that? Rotifers. It is also one of the animals. Okay. Here the structure is given. Just you note it down. So what is the Meiotic Parthenogenesis? What are the examples? Then only enough. Okay. No need to go deeply. Okay. It is better for your. And Meiotic Parthenogenesis example, I already told you, queen bees and also worker bees. See that this one is called as worker bees. Okay. And also drone. Maximum, the worker bees maximum sterile female, isn't it? This is a drone male. Okay. What about this one? Queen. So these are the three, what is that? Bees mostly present in the hives. These are all are considered the getting known as Meiotic Parthenogenesis. Okay. So go to the next one. See, monocarpic plant. Already we saw it. This things is also monocarpic plant, a plant that flowers and bears fruits only once and then dies its stem as a monocarpic plant. Okay. See, century plants. Example, agave. Okay, agave. Just similar to that of the, which one, the open sea. It's one of the xerophytes mostly found in the xerophytic conditions. Okay. So that area, what happened, the minimum amount of water raining season is possible. That means maximum 2.5 3.5 millimeter, like that. Okay, compared to the other areas. Okay. See here, agave and some yuccas, already the things also already discussed. Yucca and moth, there is a pollination process within the fruits. Okay, fix also is one of the, what is that, pollinations. That means self pollination within the fruits only. Okay, yucca, the pulse blooms after 8 to 10 years to 20 years or more, than dies. These are the important things. And go to the next one is called as most variety of bamboos. Already in overall board, there are these type of bamboos mostly. How many years they will grow? 96 years, 100 years, like that it comes. This is also so many times they were asked in NEET questions. Monocarpic plant, you must note it down. Which one is very, very important? Bamboos. Okay, the year. Suppose if it is mentioned here like that, 8 to 10 years or 20 years, like that, you have to tell which one. Agave and yucca. These are the two things. But century plant, okay, listen here, century plant is here mentioned here. Here, which one is that? The bamboos is also a very, very important. Bamboos, okay, most variety of the bamboos. Sugarcane is also one of a bamboo family. It's also monocot. Comes under the headings monocot because it's contained only one seeds. Okay, so this is very, very important. See that this is called as monocopic plant. Agave, at the same time succulent each nature. So already studied the succulent. Where do you know? Already studied the C3 plant, C4 plant, C4 cycle, C2 cycle, C3 cycle. Will you please? Ajay, do you know that C3, C4 plants? Can Crassulaceae? You don't know, isn't it? So when you are studying the plant physiology, that time we will study. Oh, no need to worry. Okay. It means the plant, it has a succulent nature. Why it has a succulent nature, because here the stomata will be the number of stomata. Normally, about the tropical regions, all the plant, they are having the stomata. How many stomata is the number of stomata present in the lower part, isn't it? Lower part. Okay. So the water molecules evaporated in the form of water vapor. That is called as transpiration. Already know over very well. Because at that place is what happened. The water molecules, the water content will be very high in nature. But here it is one of the xerophytic. Okay, xerophytic means the water molecules, the water scarcity is there. So here the water content is very less. Okay, so the number of stomata also very less in nature. It is also prevention of transpiration. So suppose if it is a more number of stomata is present in it, what will happen? The water molecule is completely evaporated. The plant, it will lead to die. Okay, that's why the agave plant, otherwise called as succulent plants, what happened? The stomata will be very less in nature. At the same time, leaves are modified into which one? Thorns. Okay, otherwise called as needle format. Okay, so inside what happened that is called as the succulent due to the presence of acid is called as what is that? Malic acid. Note it down. The malic acid present. Suppose when you are touching the opensia or just broken the leaf, what will happen? You will feel the what is that? Sticky nature. Okay, due to the presence of malic acid, they may ask the questions. Okay, sometimes why the succulent nature, why the agaves or opensia it has a succulent nature, they may ask the questions. Suppose they ask like that, you have to tell us because the process of crassulaceous acid metabolisms, camp plants, collectively called as camp plant. Okay, because the presence of malic acid. Malic acid means what happened? It has what is that? It is not easily evaporated. That is the reason. So it is holding the water molecules already present in it. Okay, that things. Okay, go to the next one. Apomixis. Here, you know very about very important. Apomixis. Mixis means nature. Apo means absence of mixes. That is very important. Seed produced without fertilization. Seed formation takes place without fertilization. Already you know very about. Fertilization occurs. Okay, the seeds and also fruits also formation takes place. But in this category, what is that? Seed produced without fertilization. Take an example. See, in certain plants, including some citruses, certain grasses such as Kentucky blue. Okay, Kentucky blue grasses and dandelions. These are the two examples. You note it down. The apomixis, citrus, and also Kentucky blue grasses and dandelions is an example. The embryos in the seeds may be produced asexually. That is very important. Absence of sexuals, because the fusion of gamete is not possible here. That's why it is comes under the heading asexually. Form the parent plant. This kind of asexual reproduction is called as apomixis. Okay, so apomixis is also called as asexual reproductions. But here seed produced without fertilizations. Okay, that is things. The apomixis is also further divided into two types. What are they? Adventive and recurrent. Ego, gamospermy, and adventative embryony. These are the two types that have been reported. You can see that one by one. So adventative embryony, what happened here? See here, it is a type of apomixis. It is a type of apomixis leading to the genetically identical seeds without fertilization. This is also very important. Adventative embryony. Okay, the seeds are genetically identical. Seeds are genetically non-identical. Like that, they may ask the question with fertilization or without fertilization. Like that, they may ask, that is a fact type of questions or direct type of questions. They may ask the question. You have to clear about these things. Apomixis leading to the genetically identical seeds without fertilization. This is nothing but the apomixis process. Okay, you have to genetically identical seeds without fertilization is a correct one. Okay, in this process, somatic embryos. Somatic means body cells. The embryos develop from the maternal ovarian tissues. Example, nucellus. Already we studied it. When you are studying the structure of ovules, the nucellus. Okay, or integments instead of from the egg cells or the embryo sac. So these are the very in this process, somatic embryos develop from the maternal ovarian tissues, example nucellus, or integments instead of what is a egg cell or the embryo sac. So resultant plants are genetically identical to their mother because it is which one within the ovary. So ovarian tissue is also modified into which one genetically identical to the mother cell. So it is also similar. Instead of what? Egg cell and embryo sac. Egg cell and embryo sac not only produce the exact copy of the what is that genetically identical tissues. Not only this one. Sometimes they may be produce the nucellus also identical to the mother cells. That is also important. It comes from where advantageous. You just take an example. What is meant by advantageous root? Anybody else? What is meant by advantageous roots? Advantageous. Ajay, do you know? Ajay, can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
So what is meant by advantageous root, my dear?
Sir, their roots, sir, are developed from the body, sir. Later, sir, when the plant is growing, sir.
So exact, I am asking about the exact answer I am asking. Other than the radical
Sir, it
produce,
is not developed. Yes,
No,
sir,
no,
it's
no.
not exactly developed from the radical, sir. Like
Ah.
later when the plant is growing, sir, like the radical, that root which
You meant,
develops from the
you
radical,
meant, yeah, right,
and
right,
from
good.
the base of the
Good.
stem, adventitious roots grow, sir.
Okay. Simply we may tell us the which one, other than the radical. Is it correct? No. Other than the radical part, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, that point I expect from you. That's it. Okay, it's good. Okay. So likewise, the adventitious embryo are also called as maternal or nucellular embryos. It's the same name has given where there is a formation takes place. So more than one adventitious embryo often develop leading to the polyembryonic stage. Then the more than one advantage, that means more than one maternal or nucellular embryo present inside it, that condition is called as polyembryony. Okay, you got it, that points? Okay. It is present in the citrus. That is very, very important. Polyembryony, adventive embryony, mostly present in citrus, opensia, and also mango. This natural phenomenon used commercially in clonal multiplication or root stock of some genotype of citrus and mango. So mostly the adventive embryony is also one of them. What is that technique? Okay. So mostly used for the what is a commercial purpose. That is very, very important. Cloning process and multiplication process. Okay. See here. So these are the two examples has given. See, these are the citrus fruits. Okay. The first one is lemon, and remaining these three are what is that? What? Okay. See here. This one is called as mango. Okay. Already you know these are the two examples comes under the heading news adventative embryony. Okay. So go to the next one. Recurrent agamospermy. Next one is called as recurrent agamospermy. See here, the recurrent agamospermy in this method, a diploid embryo sac is formed. Okay, from the megaspore mother cell, which has a applied egg or oospore. Okay, here what happened? Agamospermy. Gamospermy means produce the gametes. Which gametes? Okay, so diploid. So otherwise called as egg or oospore produced from the megaspore mother cells. Such type of what is that? Process is called as a recurrent agamospermy. Sperm. Okay, gamospermy, gametes. Okay, here what they are oospore. Oospore means what does that mean? It's a female or male because it's a double O. It comes so it comes under the getting female. Egg is also double G is there, so it's also a female. You note it down. Diploid egg. Okay, that is very, very important. Diploid egg sac also. You see, the diploid egg grows parthenogenetically into diploid embryo. Diploid egg produce diploid embryo. How? Parthenogenetically. Parthenogenetically means in our laboratory. Seed formation takes place without fertilization. That is the process. That is very, very important thing. For examples, apple, bios, allium sativa, allium, ceiba. These are all comes into anion, isn't it? beers, and apple. Okay, these are all are considered recurrent agamospermy, particular diploid embryo. That is also very, very important. 2N stage. The diploid embryo sac can develop directly from either the diploid megaspore mother cell. Okay, once the diploid embryo formation takes place, after that it undergo the further development. What? How? The diploid megaspore mother cell or diplospory or diploid nucella cell, that is called as apospory. So how we know diploid cell grow into the diploid megaspore mother cell, a diplospory or diploid nucella. That diploid nucella cell is called as apospory. These are the things. Okay, this is very, very important. You note it down. Recurrent agamospermy, if it is diploid embryo sac from the megaspore mother cell and produce, and it is applied to as a egg cell and also oospore. Diploid egg, diploid embryo. Example, apple, bio, allium. Okay. Diploid embryo sac can develop directly from the either the diploid megaspore mother cell directly. Diploid embryo, how it will be developed? Diploid egg cell, already here mentioned. Okay, or megaspore mother cell, otherwise called a diploid nucella cells. These are the things. This is a and the bar. So go to the next one. So apple and also beers. These are the two examples of recurrent agamospermy. Okay, so this is another one. See the adventative embryon. You note it down. This one is called as what is a citrus. The diagram is the oval is called as what is a citrus fruits or lemon or whatever it may be. Okay, orange, whatever it may be. The outermost layer already involved, but this is the ovary. Ovary wall is also divided into two. The outer inductment, inner inductment, here given as only one inductment is that. So inductment before the inductment as well as the inner part. Okay, this layer is called as what is that? So what is that? Nucellar embryo. Before that one, there is a space is that the space is called as nucellus. Sometimes the nucellus also modified into what is a seed formations. That's why you already studied that thing. This one is called a zygotic embryo. Zygotic embryo means the fission of gamete, male and female. Okay. And the nucellar embryo, how many embryos present in this area? Just note it down. So the zygotic embryo, the center, you know about. And the nucellar means this portion of the nucellar in this area. Okay, the nucellar present in it. This is called as nucellar embryo. And the third one is called as here the inductment. So the inductmentary embryo. So how many embryos is present in this area? There are 3 embryos. So they may ask the question, how many adventative embryo? Adventative embryo is nothing but the other than the zygote. There are nucellar embryo and inductmentary embryo. Inductmentary embryo, how many present in here? 1 and 2 and 3 here noted here. What about the nucellar? See inner side 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. Here also 6. Here 3, outer also 3. So total 9. So center there is a egg one is also there. So total 10 embryoni present in a single ovary. That's why it is called as what is a polyembryony. Okay. So these are all advantages. Other than the what is that? Ovary. That's why it is called as adventative embryony. Okay. So otherwise called as polyembryony. Example, citrus. Don't forget it. This is already so many times they were asked the questions. What is that? Citrus, polyembryony, citrus. Okay. So this is the structures: inductment, nucellus, zygotic embryo, endosperm, nucellar embryo, and inductmentary embryo. So this is the structure of the what is that? Citrus fruits. Okay, got it? Okay, for the next one. See, and next we will pass on to the next one is apogamy. Apogamy is mean it is the formation of sporophyte. What is the meaning of sporophyte? Or embryo directly from the cell of the gametophyte is called as apogamy. Okay, this is the point. The sporophyte, spores. Okay, sporophyte is nothing but what is that? You know? Do you know that one? What is my sporophyte? What is my gametophyte? See that this one is called a sporophyte. Sporophyte is nothing but the which one you know? The plant body produce the spore, that is called as sporophyte. What is the meaning of gametophyte? The sporophyte developed to give gametophyte, otherwise called as plant body. Okay, this is the cycle of fence. It is one of the what is the lower plant. See that It is the formation of sporophyte or embryo directly from the cell of gametophyte is called as apogamy. This is the point very, very important. In higher plants, only diploid apogamy is successful. Higher plants, how many? Diploid. That means only diploid apogamy is possible. Okay, diploid means 2 end stage. In lower plant, haploid apogamy is equally successful. So here the haploid nature. Lower means just imagine which one you know. For example, gymnosperm, sorry, angiosperm and gymnosperm. Except angiosperm, gymnosperm, what are the things? Pterida beta, Brea beta, okay, and algae, fungi, like that. You can imagine like that. These are all are considered in lower plants. They all are having which one you know, haploid in nature, haploid apogamy. But higher plant contain only diploids. Just imagine here. See here. This one is called as what is that? 2 end stage. They are all are considered in 2 end stage. Young apogamous.
Sir,
Sporophyte. Yeah.
sir,
Go ahead, Ajay.
this apogamy occurs only in the plants, right, sir?
Yeah. Sure. Plant only. Animal is possible or I don't know exactly. I will check it and then tell you. Okay, that things. Suppose if you have any clarification.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you want. Okay, then. Okay. Listen here. So this is the apogamy in fence. Just I took here the slide. See here the adult sporophyte. Okay, the sporophyte, the leaves contain spores, otherwise called as this is called a sorus. Sorans also diploid in nature. It produces a sporangium and also the spore. The spore undergo the germination spore as a result formula of gametophyte. This means sporophyte produces a gametophyte. The gametophyte again produces the sporophyte. This is the cycle. Okay, so this is called as apogamy. This which stage is here? The young apogamous sporophyte is a N to 2 end stage. This is an end stage to 2 end stage. These are all our end stage. Okay, these are all our 2 end stage. Okay, see this is up to this level. From here you have to cross like this. So these are all are 2 end stage. Okay, compared to this one here, you have to draw a small line like this. These are all are 2 end stage. These are our end stage. So you must note it down. Sporophyte produce gametophyte directly. That is called as apogamous. Example, fence. Okay, got it. Diploid or haploid. Higher plant, diploid. Lower plant, haploid. So yeah, okay. See this another one. This is sporophyte. See the A, B, and C. These are all are considered getting known as sporophyte. The sporophyte produce spores. It is a produce the spores. The spores direct development of the gametophyte. Okay, here the sporophyte to gametophyte. Again, gametophyte to sporophyte. This is the cycles. See here, which reactions takes place here when the sporophyte develop into gametophyte, otherwise called as when the sporophyte produces the spores. This is also called as meiosis process. When it after the gametophyte, it produces the which one you know, sporophyte. It is called with the help of the fertilization process. So these are all are what is the alternative manner: sporophyte, gametophyte again sporophyte. What are the process? Meiosis and fertilizations. You have to note it down. Sporophyte, when it converted to or developed into gametophyte by the process is called as what is that? And meiosis. That is very, very important one. Okay, go to the next one. See, polyembryony. Already we discussed it. It is the phenomenon of the development of more than one embryo in the same seed is called as polyembryony. That means already I told you more than one embryo present in the same seed is called as polyembryony. They are divided into 2 types. One is called a simple polyembryony. Another one is called as adventative polyembryony. Simple polyembryony means what is that? The presence of more than one embryo sac. Imagine. Okay, simple polyembryony. That means presence of more than one embryo sac is here. But adventative means what does it mean? Other than the embryo. Okay, it's embryo sac. Just listen. Adventative polyembryony, development of embryo from nucella or integument. That is called as adventative. Already told you, know, advantageous root. Just imagine advantageous root. Advantageous roots means other than the radicle. Radicle is the exact production of root, isn't it? So that is the character. So other than the radicle means advantageous root means any part of the plant body. Take an example, axillary bud, and sometimes they have branches. Okay, some of the node it can produce their roots. Okay, that is called as advantageous root. Likewise, polyembryony also divided to simple and adventive. Simple polyembryony means it is a produced from the which one embryo sac, otherwise called as presence of more than one embryo sac. Okay, this is called a simple polyembryony. Advantage other than the embryo sac, development of the embryo from new cell or intact. These are all the accessory part of the ovule. That is very, very important one. Okay, so go to the next one. See, so these are the polyembryon. This is the exact zygotic embryo. So these are the antipodal embryo. These are the other. See here, these are the embryos. This is endospermis also. Polyembryony, the vital type given. The diagram as given here. These are the two types. Is that A and B and C. So these are the example. Just note it down. Polyembryony, you must note it down. Which one is very, very important? Citrus fruits is very, very important. Okay, no need to confuse. This is the correct one. See that new solar seed of citrus. This is the what is that? Adventive polyembryonis. This is also another one. Okay, these are the apomictic. These are the, so it will be confused. Okay, suppose when you are going to study these things, here the biparental, what is the meaning? The first one, you take an example. These are all are considered getting known as what is the male gametes. This one, but what about this one? These are all are female. Okay, egg. So these two are united together, you will get normal one. This is called a sexual reproduction takes place. As a result, you know about the what is that? The tube nucleus as well as generative nucleus. That is otherwise called as male gamete united to the forms a zygote. This is a combination of biparental, isn't it? So this is a 2n plus n, you will get 3n. So this is a biparental. This is called as normal sexual reproduction occurs in the angiosperms. Apomictic. This is another one, diplospory, apospory, haploid parthenogenesis. See here, both the gametes are united. See that male as well as female, but here how it will be produced a pseudogamy. Pseudogamy means absence of what is that gamete formation takes place. Biparental 4n plus n. No need to worry these things about. Okay, so just to note it down. Apomictic. These are the diagram. Okay, no need these things. Okay, what the next one? Same similar one. See, this is the sexual apomictic. Sexual means male and female united. As a result, what will happen? Biparental, you will get it. How many nucleus present in 3n stage? Sometimes be a biparental 5n stage. How it will be? Okay, meiosis, advantageous embryo. Already we discussed these things is also. See that embryo sac is the normal. Okay, how it will be? Fertilization takes place. As a result, you will get it. Which one you know? The biparental. Normally asexual reproduction by parental. Maternal means completely absence of the one parent. Okay, 2n stage. Okay, diploid nature here, triploid nature here also a diploid nature, but the parent is two gametes received from the male as well as the female respectively. Okay, these are the things. So these things no need, but just note it down. That's all. Okay. Go to them. Seed viability. Next one is seed viability. What is meant by viability?
Sir, the time for which a seed can survive, sir.
Yeah, very good. Okay. So it has a specific time to grow, isn't it? Yeah. In a few species, the seeds lose viability within a few months. Okay. Suppose it is not germinate under the favorable conditions. Such type of seeds are called as what is that? Viability, loss of viability, like that. Suppose when you are planting any one of the seeds under favorable conditions, it will be grow within 2 or 3 weeks. Or okay, suppose the seed is completely lose their viability. That condition is called as what is a dormant stage, otherwise called as infertility. Okay, otherwise called as what is a infertile seeds, like that. Seed of a large number of species live for several years. Okay, some of the seeds, large number of species, what happened in it? They may be live for the number of years. Already I told you. Okay, when you are collecting the pollen grains, sometimes some of the seeds also. Okay, it may be grow into it may be resting into the seed germination period. That is called a seed dormant period. Is called as how many years? It may be 1,000 and 100 years also there. Okay, suppose when the favorable condition comes, what happen? Automatically it will be grow. Take an examples, lotus seeds. Take an examples of any one of the bond. Okay, during raining season, what will happen? Full bond fully. What happened? The water molecule present in it. Water is present. The as a result, what happened? The automatically the lotus will be growing it. After few months, complete what is the summer season? What happened? Completely dry, isn't it? What happened? That time the seed is present, but it will not grow. Okay, after once the raining season, what happen? Automatically it will be grow. So before that period, in between the summer and raining season, what happened? The seeds are, what is that? Which condition is, the dormant stage. Okay, there is the things. Okay, some seeds can remain alive for 100 of years. There are several records of very old yet viable seeds. These are the very, very important. I already told you how many years suppose any one of the seeds they can grow, they can alive for 100 years. Some of the seeds are easily, what is that, destroyed due to the natural disaster, whatever it may be, cold or and also high cold or temperature. Okay, and high temperature like that. Okay, but some of the seeds they can be easily grow up to 100 after 100 years. Okay, that is very, very important. The oldest is that of the lupin, very, very important. Lupinus articus is an example. Excavated from Arctic or tundra. Okay, because these two are, what is that? The Arctic is a very cold temperature, minus 60 degree, I think, minus 60 degree and 66.5 degrees Celsius. Tundra is also a very less. That area, the particular plants, seeds are alive in nature up to 100 years. The seed germinated and flowered after an estimated record of 10,000 years of dormancy. Okay, some of the seeds they can grow. It is a very rare species. 10,000 years. Imagine nobody will observe it because they come to the conclusion. Depends upon their which one the carbon dating and so and so. They analyzed some of the seeds. They may be grow before. They may be live in which one 10,000 years before. Okay, of dormancy. Some of the seeds are having 10,000 years of dormancy. However, this discovery was challenged, and after careful research, it was found incorrect. Okay, some of them are told this is correct, some of them are told this is not correct, like that. Okay, but normally, how many years they may be seeds found were only 70 years. Okay, nowadays they identified which one 70 years is possible. But 10,000 years like that, it is not possible. 100 years given here, Lupinus articus, because it is a rare species. See that diagram. So this is also called as, what is that? Lupinus, pinus, lupinus, otherwise called as pinus articus, lupinus. Okay, the plant seeds. This is the plant. Okay, that plants also have here. It has the seeds. That seeds they can grow up to how many years? 100 years. That is very, very, very rare. Okay, so you have to note it down. This is also a very, very important thing. Mostly found in where Arctic and tundra. So this is also a very things. And another one is the recent record of a 2,000-year-old viable seed is of the date palm. What is the meaning of date palms? You know what about? Okay, the Phoenix dactylifera. Note it down. This is a 2,000-year discovered during the archaeological excavation at King Herod's place near Dead Sea. So one of the plant, Phoenix dactylifera, is one of the plant, palmaceous plant. Okay, just like a coconut tree, but it produces date. Okay, dates already in all about. Okay, that plant discovered where in the King Herod's place near Dead Sea. How many years old? 2,000 years old. See the diagram. So this is the date palm, Phoenix dactylifera, mostly present in the Geophytic in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Okay, like that. You just go and watch it, you will get it. This plants. In our area also, in India also, the plant it has, but in very rare conditions. See that date palm, Phoenix, dactyliflora. These are all are called as what is that dates. Okay, in the conditions. Okay, see that one. Tiny seeds. The last one is called as I think we are going to finish this lesson. Tiny seeds. Some of the tiny means very small one. Okay, very small one. Okay, the orchid fruits are small and each fruits contain thousands of tiny seeds. This is an example. Tiny seeds, orchid fruits. Orchid fruits is nothing but the fruits. Okay, it is a small one. It contains number of seeds will be very high in nature, maybe 1,000 or 100 or 2,000, 10,000. Small seeds also present in it. Give an examples of orchid fruits. Anyone? Any fruits, but very small one. See, the last one is called as Viscous, isn't it? And Advantageous and also Steriga. These are the similarly fruits of some parasite species, such as Advantageous. These are all are parasite. What is my parasite? What is my parasite?
Sir, they live on other organisms deriving nutrition. Sir.
Whether the host is alive or not.
Sir, alive, sir. Alive host, sir.
Yeah. You can differentiate what is by parasite, what is by saprophyte, what is by symbiosis. Parasite.
Yes, sir. So
parasite means host is alive in nature. Go ahead,
yes,
go ahead, Ajay.
Sir, and saprophyte is when the host is dead, sir, and these organisms derive nutrition from them. And symbiotic is when these organisms live in coexistence with another organism, sir, which is alive.
Super, correct. Both are beneficial, isn't it? Symbiosis is nothing but both are beneficials. And yes, parasite means host is alive, but at the same time, only the parasite only beneficial. Okay, the host is not beneficial, isn't it? But saprophytes already told you. It is also one of the dead organisms. Okay, it visits the food material from them. Okay, already told you. Okay, good. But it is also one of the parasites. Sometimes they may ask the tiny seeds mostly found in the, which one is the tiny seeds? It is a parasite species, which is the belongs to the parasite species. They may ask the question. The Arpunch and also Steriga are the small one. And seed of the Viscous are also tiny. Viscous already you know, but that things we are going to see the this is the diagram. Tiny seeds. This is called as Arpunch. This is the Arpunch plant, and Steriga. This is the Steriga. So these are the two plants. The seeds, it is uncountable. So numerous of seeds also present in it. Okay, this is also a very important things. See that this is Viscous seeds. See here, this is a seeds, number of seeds. Okay, this is a Viscous plant. Viscous. This when it going to take the fruits, you know, just rupture it or just peel it. What will happen? You know, so many seeds present in it. We cannot be able to calculate it. Just like a mustard. Okay, small seed is that. Okay, that's why it is called as considered getting tiny seeds. Note it down. Very important. Viscous. Saprophytic means you note it down. These two, Arpunch and Steriga. Okay, so this is a very important thing. And that's all about the lesson today, because we finish it that what is that? Sexual reproduction in flowering plant. What are the things already we discussed fully? Summarize. Will you please? What are the floral character is the male and female? Okay, and male gametogenesis, that is called as the development, and pollen grains. Okay, and polonium, all those things already we discussed. Then we'll pass on to the next one is gametogenesis, that is called as gynoecium, male reproductive part and female reproductive part, particularly female reproductive part, that is called as gametogenesis. How it will be, how many cells are there, whether haploid or diploid in nature, that things already we discussed. Then you will pass on to the next one is called as, what is that? Fertilization. Fertilization, otherwise called as, what is that? Syngamy. That is called a double fertilization. Who first introduced by the double fertilization? Navaskin. Most of the angiosperm is double fertilization in cadre. And after that, what are the changes occurs? It may be divided into 3 categories. One is called as a post-fertilization. I mean pre-fertilization, or at the time of fertilization, and the last one is called as post-fertilization. What are the changes occurs? Already that thing's also very known one. So after that, okay, the zygote formation takes place. After the zygote how it will be developed, and the embryo how it will be developed, how they are classified, monocot and dicot seeds. What are the difference between monocot seed and dicot seeds? Sorry. And then endosperm. Endosperm means non-albuminous, albuminous seeds. That things also already we discussed. After that, what is that? And goes the process of seed formation. What are the seeds? Already we discussed. 2 types of seeds. What is meant by that? Things also already we discussed. Then fruits. Enter the fruits. What are the types of fruits? Simple fruits, and also aggregate fruits and multiple fruits. Okay. What are the example? Depends upon the nature of the fruits. They may be divided into 2 types. One is called as what is the fleshy fruits, pome, peppo, hesperidium, and so on. So according to the dehiscence, they may be divided into dry dehiscence and also another indehiscence, like that. What are the example? The chart already we saw it. Next, we enter into the which one, another extraordinary characters. What are the extraordinary characters present in it? Okay, what are they? That is called as parthenogenesis, parthenocarpy, apomixis, apogamy. Okay, finally we enter into the tiny seeds. So you keep on practice. That is very important things. So these are the question. Just see that this is the direct questions already about. Tiny seeds are not found in. Okay, note it down. Tiny seeds are not found in. Which is the correct answer means already but arpanage is the which one tiny seeds present in it. Sterigon ficus. This is also one. Now orchids already we discussed starting when we start the tiny seeds. Okay, the first line is also orchids is an example. Coconut, there is no tiny seeds. So which one is add one here? The answer is B. Aril is the part of. This is also very important. Aril is the part of which one? Nucellus, no. Chalasa, no. Pollen wall, no. Aril. The last one, yes, aril. Aril I is there, no. Just easy to identify. The I is there. That's why it's called as integument. Aril, integument. The answer is D. Here, study the following. So, what are the apomixis, parthenocarpy, polyembryonic, microscopic seed? Okay, see that one. See, apomixis is nothing but which one which is the correct example? Apomixis is a grasses. Parthenocarpy, about banana.
So banana.
Polyembryonic. Yeah, good. Super. Citrus, good. What about microscopic seed?
So
which one is this one?
Orchids.
Yeah, orchids. Orchids or orchids. Okay, this is the thing. Go to the next one. Can you see the question paper bar?
Yes, sir.
Can you? Okay. The plant pod which consists of 2 generations, one within the other. The plant pods which consist of 2 generations, one within the other. Pollen grain inside the anther. Germinate pollen grain with 2 male gametes. Seed inside the fruits. Embryo sac inside the ovule. Which is the correct one here? So 2 generations. Pollen grain inside the anther. It's possible. Germination of pollen grain with 2 male gametes. It's possible. Seed inside the fruit is possible. Embryo sac inside the ovule. It's possible.
Sir, is it C and D, sir?
So the fourth one is A and D is the correct one. C.
Yes, sir.
A and D. Pollen grains inside the anther, because generation wise, how many plants produce the same process, the anther as well as the which one pollen grain present inside only. Okay. And embryo sac inside the ovule also same because it comes from where, the anther as well as the pollen grains. Okay. Okay, so the A and D is the answer. Germinations of germinated pollen grain with two male gametes. Okay, it may be united with any one. So this is also not possible. Seed inside the fruits. Okay, this is not possible. It just go through your lesson, your book. This is the answer given here, A and D. In water hyacinth and the water lily, pollinated takes place by insect or wind, water current only, and wind and water, and insect and water. Which one is the correct one here? This is also asked by 2020. Okay, see this in water hyacinth, the water lily. So it may be the answer. See that one. First one is the answer.
Sir,
60.
it's sir.
Hmm.
Sir, it's that insects and water, right, sir?
So no. Yeah, correct only. Insect and or wind. This is the correct one. Okay, good. In some plant, thalamus contribute to the fruit formation. Such fruits are termed as.
So false fruits.
Yeah, good. Super. Which of the following is incorrect of the wind pollinated plants?
So many
Wind
ovules in each ovary, sir.
Which one?
3. So many.
62.
Yes, sir. Option 3, sir. Many ovules in each ovary.
Option? Okay,
3,
61. 2. Well, so no, well exposed stamen and stigma. Which of the following is incorrect? Wind pollinated plants. Wind pollinated means what is that? Because it may be easily, what is that? What happened? Withdraw, no? So pollen grains are light and non-sticky is a correct one. Wind pollinated, isn't it? Incorrect. Okay. Many ovules in each ovary is also correct. Flowers are small and not bright colored. Okay, this is also correct. Which is not correct. Well exposed stamen and stigma. This is not possible because all the stamens are completely what happening during the wind, completely spread it, isn't it? So it is not present in it. So that is the answer. See that 62. There is a 62. 3 only is the correct answer. Sorry, extremely sorry. Many ovules in each ovary. This is the wrong one. Others are correct. Correct only Ajay, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The term used to transfer the pollen grain from anther of one plant to the stigma of the different plant, which during the pollination bring genetically different type of pollen grains in stigma is which one here? Genogamy, isn't it? Genogamy. 63. See that? 63?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, already know. 4 and 1. See here, it's the last one. In some members of which of the following pairs of the family's pollen grains retain their viability for month after release? See here, they have given us a Rosaceae and also Leguminosae because these plant seeds completely how it will be very hard in nature because the outer layer is made up with hard cells. That is very, very important things. Okay, so that is the answer. A typical angiosperm embryo sac at maturity is how many nucleus, how many cells?
8 nucleate, 7 cells.
Sir, 8 nucleate, 7 cells, sir.
Both are correct. Both are correct. Okay, this is the correct answers. Okay, I think that's all about it today class. I think because we finished it that things. Okay, so we'll pass on to the next one is what one now. We'll see the next class, isn't it? So here next, which lesson we are going to discuss for which one if you want to discuss it, because already today I received the book. Okay, so their evolution and human welfare and also human reproductive system. Which one we are going to discuss hereafter? We will discuss. Choose your choice.
So evolution, sir.
Evolution. If you okay. What about this one? What is that? Human welfare.
Sir, anyone is fine, sir.
Hello, up to you. Your logic, sir. This one is very because this lesson already we discussed. It's slightly confused like that. Another one is very easy way to study that. That's why I am asking. Choose yourself.
So evolution, sir.
Evolution. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, but anyhow, see here, just we We'll see that things also evolution here having, or I don't know exactly. See chapter wise, yeah. See here, evolution. Okay. See, just I give you introduction only, then we will enter into the. See, this is the. Can you see that pictures, bar? So it is not correct clear. Ecosystem and biodiversity. Okay, this is not clear, I think. Okay, because it's a confused one. Okay, pa. Thank you so much for your participation. We will see on the next class. Okay, ecosystem and that things. After preparation, I will come and. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kona. Thank you, girls.